Alrighty, hey, what's up, guys? I've got a match here today against Noah, or NoJNP, pretty good friend of mine. Quick note for the battle. One of us was having internet issues. I forget whether it was me or Noah, because this match is pretty damn old. So, this is the match, the battle fully finished, and we decided, just to replay same moves and do some scenarios that kind of wound up like they're going to wind up. You'll see what I mean here in a little bit. So let's just go ahead and just jump right into the match. He's going to lead off with his Ferrothorn. I'm going to lead off with my Landorus. Both of us, I think, are kind of expecting the other one's Weather Starters to start off. So right off the bat, I'm just going to go straight for the U-turn, take a little bit of Iron Barbs damage I don't really care about. Make a really early aggressive switch over into my Terrakion, because I figure he's just going to set up Stealth Rocks, but he actually reveals Thunder Wave. Now, in most situations, that would be extremely crippling to a Terrakion, but my Vaporeon has Heal Bell, so it's really not going to be that big of a deal. So, right there, let me explain this. In our initial first battle, I had gone for close combat first, because I was like, okay, I just want to get rocks up right here, so I'll just go for close combat, but I got paralyzed, and then the second time, I thought he would switch out, and then I went for Stone Edge, and I hit that Stone Edge. So why I went for Stone Edge first and then Rock Polish was pretty much to make up for that. To make up for the fact that in the first match I got paralyzed first and I went for close combat, and then I just hit him with the Stone Edge predicting the switch. So that's why I went for Rock Polish and I was paralyzed, and I basically let my Terrakion die for nothing. So, now that that has been acknowledged and everyone's crying about my Terrakion, let's just move on. I'm going to go out into my Latios, just hit him with the Himawar Fire, kill off his Ferrothorn, and his Politoed's now in here. Now, I don't really want to reveal that I'm Expert Belted just quite yet, so I'm going to go into my Tyranitar, pretty much sponge any hit that he wants to throw at me, because I am pretty decently specially invested. Specially defensive. Invested, rather. So, the funniest thing happens. In the first match that Noah and I had, he did freeze my Tyranitar right there. And so we're like, okay, whatever, we'll just go about like we did in Freeze your Tyranitar, and then we'll do different moves. But he gets the freeze on my Tyranitar again. And I'm not mad, I just found that extremely hilarious that he was like, okay, well, I'm just going to paralyze your Tyranitar again, and damn if you didn't, Noah. So, you kept your word true, but still, that's... Ugh. Frozen Weather Starter is not a good Weather Starter, just so you know. So, now at this point, I pretty much waited for him to hit a Focus Blast, because I was like, in the original first game, I was like, well, maybe I can just get lucky and thaw out first turn. So he goes for Focus Blast, takes him like 3 times to hit, and I'm pretty much just going to go into my Vaporeon, predict the Scald, and, get back up to full with that Water Absorb. And right here, I'm going to go for a Wish, just to start getting some Wish Recovery off on my Tyranitar, as he goes into a Gengar. Now, as you see right here, I'm not going to see any leftovers or Black Sludge Recovery, so I'm figuring he's either going to be Subsplit, Subsplit or like that Choice Scarf. For pretty much, I didn't want him to get a free substitute, but probably what I should have done in hindsight is gone out into Tyranitar. I completely forget how the trick mechanics work, rather, because I had already used up my item. I don't think Trick works if the Trick user doesn't have an item. I think that's it. So, I would have still gotten a Choice Scarf, which, I wouldn't have minded a Choice Scarf Tyranitar, in all honesty, because I'm so used to using it in the first place. So, pretty much, yeah, after all that explanation, my Vaporeon gets tricked, and now the one thing that I need to really, really support my team has been tricked, and this is not good. So, pretty much, after that, I'm going to switch out into my Landorus. He goes up into Politoed. I'm assuming behind the Surge, and I'm sorry about this, guys. Gonna hit him with the U-turn, go back into Vaporeon, figure that a Scald is coming, and yep, it does. I go for Heal Bell, thaw out my Tyranitar, as he's just going to hit me with a Focus Blast. I'm then going to go out into my Skarmory right here, because I figure, okay, besides Scald, I can pretty much, take on this thing fairly well, and then start setting up hazards and getting all that scoop done. And he goes for Ice Beam, and I'm like, and then he freezes me, and I'm like, hey! So, not only does he continue the freeze that he got on my Tyranitar from the first match and the second match, he then gets a freeze onto my Skarmory, which I'm just like, Noah, are you kidding me? And it's funny because like in some of his videos, like he'll complain about how the hacks gods or whatever, like how he gets horrible luck. I'm just like, well, Noah, you seem to be getting some pretty damn good luck right now, so you know, whatever. So yeah, I'm just, you know, giving him a haggle and a hard time. So I go for a wish. He goes out into Starmie. I'm figuring that the switch over to my Tyranitar is disgustingly obvious, but I can't really, you know, do much about it. I need that thing up high at higher health. He goes for Hydro Pump. He does miss, which, you know, is a little bit of hacks that has been made up. I mean, I think that's honestly like about it. Because yeah. So he saves and he goes for Hydro Pump again, which part of me was kind of confused about. I was like, I really wanted him to switch right there, because I really was like, you know, he might not know that I have Pursuit or not, so, but of course he doesn't. So I'm like, okay, well, let's just go back into Vaporeon, get some water absorb back from him hitting Hydro Pump. So right here, I'm hoping this is Hidden Power Grass and not Hidden Power Electric. I mean, Starmie gets access to Thunderbolt, so I mean, I'd assume Noah is smart enough to know that. But I don't know why he has Hidden Power Grass on Starmie. I mean, I guess the only other reasonable Hidden Power you would be able to run on Starmie is Fire, but since he has a Rain team, that wouldn't make sense for him to run Hidden Power Fire. But yeah, I don't know why he wouldn't run like Grass on or something. I guess to hit, you know, like, or I don't know. Noah, you can also comment down below and say why your Starmie has Hidden Power Grass. So, right here, I expected him to expect my Tyranitar switch and go for a Hydro Pump with his Starmie. He does expect my Tyranitar switch, but he expects it via going into his Choice Scarf Terrakion. So, that didn't really work out for me. I couldn't really have gone to Landorus right there, because, I mean, the risk of getting hit in the face with a Hydro Pump from Starmie would have been I wouldn't have liked that at all. Not one bit. Nope. That would not have been good. So, right here, I know that I can pretty much scare out this Terrakion with my Latios and just go for a Psyshock. I completely and totally forgot if I went and I calced Draco Meteor to his Polytoad. But, you know, I'm too lazy to go over the calcs right now. If somebody else wants to go do it, you know, more power to you. Okay, so, pretty much, yeah, I mean, at this point, Noah's got me pretty much backed into a corner, so I'm, like, trying to sit here and, like, fight for my life. Because I have no idea what I'm going to do with now a, Scarf, Vaporeon, a Frozen Skarmory, a Latios up to 44 HP, and then a Tyranitar. I mean, I'm pretty much just, I'm screwed. There's like pretty much nothing I can really do. So instead of going for like Wish support, I'm just gonna go for Scald, I guess, just trying to kill the. See, I don't even remember why. You see why I saved this match for a rainy day? Because yeah, I don't know. So yeah, pretty much at this point, he's gonna go into Gengar and then eventually just sweep through my whole entire team. Hitting these Shadow Balls, which, you know, 100% accuracy. I think he's going to hit every single Focus Blast that he goes for from here on out. So, at this point, I would like to then transition and talk about something else that I was thinking about doing on my channel, because, yeah. So, anyways, the thought I had was, because I don't know why, but I'm really liking the fact that, I'm trying to get, you know, me and other, like, PNP directors to do, like, dual comms for PNP. So what I was thinking is, like, if you guys know any good battlers that are kind of, like, underrated, what you can do is you can suggest them all to me, and then, you know, I'll go through and I'll check them out, and then, I'll pick somebody, and then I will have a battle with them, and then, said person and myself will, do a dual comm on my channel, you know, just to kind of spread word about, you know, some battlers that, you know, might not be very known, but are, you know, good at narrating and are skilled battlers. So, leave me some feedback down below about what you think of that idea, whether I should follow through with it or not, and if you like it, you know, you can go ahead and start telling me some people, like, oh, you should check this guy out, or, oh, you should do it with this. But anyway, yeah, that was just a thought I had. So, good game, Noah. You and your stupid little hacks gods can now go be friends now, or whatever. thanks everyone for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I will see you next episode. Later. Why the fuck did I say episode? What is there an episode of? God, okay. I'll see you next time. Bye.